Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special bonus of Spilling the Tequila. I'm your host, Sonny-Joe, flying solo today while my co-host Grace enjoys a well-deserved R&R in Bermuda. But fear not, for I am here to bring you some holiday cheer and intriguing tidbits that will make your life more of a Christmas party. Now, we all know that Christmas is a time of joy, giving, and merriment. But did you know that it's a treasure trove of weird and wonderful facts? That's right, today we're diving into the realm of bizarre Christmas trivia that won't get you anywhere in life, but will surely make you the star of any holiday gathering, which is something that I like to do. Always, anyone that knows me, I'm like, oh my god, did you know this? So sit back and relax, and let's dive headfirst into the bonus Christmas episode of Spilling the Tequila, and cheers and weird to the facts of the holiday cheer. All right, let's start it off with interesting facts about Christmas that you may have not known. I sure didn't, so let's dive into it for the Christmas special. Did you know that the song Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells, everyone's like, yeah, I get it. I know the song. Sorry, guys, I just like a cheeky sing. Love karaoke. Did you know the song Jingle Bells wasn't originally written for Christmas? Nope. It was actually composed for Thanksgiving, but it was so popular that it quickly became associated with the holiday season, and the rest is history. So there you go. This one I found very interesting. So The Grinch is the highest grossing Christmas film of all time. The 2018 computer animated film brought in $512,858,819 worldwide. And the runners up, that was second, that was always number one movie, was Home Alone, the Christmas classic from 1990. Now, Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2 are in my top 5 favorite films. When I read this, I was shocked because I did think Home Alone was the highest grossing, but obviously The Grinch was. So I've actually never seen The Grinch. And when I read this last night to prep for the podcast, I laid in bed last night and I watched it, and it was fantastic. And I thought to myself, where or what was I doing in my life in 2018 when the movie got released? How did I not watch this? Because I'm a sucker for like Christmas songs and like Christmas movies. Like I love it. Like I put Christmas music on to clean the house in July. You know, I just find it really relaxing and it makes me feel safe. Not that I'm scared of the world. The Grinch, great film. If you haven't seen it, you probably have. Sometimes I am late to the party. Great film, really, really funny, great characters, and good message. And it is an estimated, if you're a child listening to this podcast, you should stop now because we're talking about stuff about Santa Claus, so you shouldn't listen. But an estimated 85% of American kids believe in Santa Claus, and the average age when the children stop believing is 8, according to the 2018 Santa survey. Bonus fact, during the months of November and December, Santa receives around 32,000 letters daily from these believers. Now, I never believed in Santa, which is really sad because I think everyone should have that moment. I just always knew, but I pretended that he was real just to play along with everyone else because that's what you did in all the movies and seeing other people's families. So yeah, I always knew, and I always pretended. And I think you know as well if you ask for a present from Santa and you're good that year and you don't get one. But yeah, here is a good one for you. Candy cane dates back to 1670. Basically, the choir master at the Cologne Cathedral in Germany gave the red and white sugar sticks to young singers to keep them quiet during the living craze tradition on Christmas Eve. There you go. What do you mean make them quiet? Like because they sing bad or they're just like talking heaps? I do not know. But there you go. Candy canes to back to 1670, which is a very long time. To be fair, I'm not the biggest fan of candy canes. Like, I don't know if you guys like eating them, but I like lollies, love chocolate, but like candy canes, I'm okay. Like I just would never eat one. Didn't even really like them when I was little. Not my fault. Not my first choice for a lolly. Why do we kiss underneath the mistletoe? Now, this is interesting because I want to know this. The popular kissing tradition may have its roots in Norse mythology. The History Channel reports that Frigg, the goddess of love, promised to kiss anyone who passed under the berry ladon plant after it saved her son's life. It wasn't until the 18th century, however, that the Christmas custom picked up in steam in England. So in relation to that as well, I've never seen a mistletoe in real life. I've only seen it in the movies. I don't know if it's more of a like American thing or an English thing, but in Australia, I have not gone anywhere where there's a mistletoe, nor have I seen someone start kissing because they're underneath the mistletoe. So it's kind of like a fantasy for me to see that because, yeah, I don't know. Any other Australian listeners here seen a mistletoe or done a mistletoe? It's a bit gimmicky, but I'd love to see it in real life. Or try it. Now, the Christmas movie, It's a Wonderful Life, was... Now, okay, I'll read you the fact first and I'll give you my gossip after. It's a Wonderful Life was a box office flop. Believe it or not, the enduring Christmas classically international bombed at the box office. It wasn't until 1974, when its copyright expired and television networks could air it for free, that it cemented its place as one of the most beloved Christmas movies of all time. So that's interesting to know. So if you ever have a flop or something, you never know. It's all about timing. Years later, it might be successful. So hang in there, creative people. But yes, so I've actually never seen the film A Wonderful Life. And when I was reading about this, I was like, how have I not seen this film? I don't know if you guys have as well. It's black and white. Maybe that's why I haven't seen it. Because when I was little, black and white films, I'm like, no, Dad, I don't watch the black and white ones. I want color. But now that I'm an adult, I'll probably watch it because I do like classics like Miracle on 54th Street. That's one of my favorite. So I'm sure I'll love A Wonderful Life. And curious to see why it is the most watched Christmas movie of all time. There you go. But Grinch is the most grossing, but this is the most watched. So there's a difference, just in case someone's listening to this podcast like, hey, I thought you said the Grinch was the most successful. No, grossing in money. Okay, where does eggnog originally come from? Interesting. Most historians agree that eggnog is a descendant of the medieval British drink posset, which was made with wine or beer, cream, sugar, and egg. There you go. Here's a little fun fact for you as well. I've actually never tried eggnog, and I'm dead set being serious. I've got nothing to get out of lying about this or joking. I've never had eggnog. I've seen it. I've seen it at people's homes. I love egg, but I was just like, don't know. Maybe I should try it this year. But like egg, I don't know. It just feels weird for me. Like it's like melted egg in milk, and then I'm like with custard. I don't know. Seems very like diarrhea worthy for me. But I will try it. Okay. Oh, this is one that I really, really love. This is probably one of my favorite facts out of the Christmas facts right now, because anyone that knows me, I love sci-fi, I love space, and I love aliens. So, Jingle Bells, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell Rock was the first song played in space. On December 16th, 1965, the classic Christmas song was broadcast during NASA's Gemini 6 8th Alpha space flight, according to Guinness Book of Records. That is fantastic. I never knew what was the first song played in space. I feel like spilling the tequila is spilling the tea to you right now, because I feel like you guys didn't know that either. And God, so many questions about that. Why did they choose that song? Like, why that song? Out of all the songs that are in the world. Very interesting. Coca-Cola played a big role in shaping the image of Santa. In 1931, Coca-Cola commissioned the artist Hadon Sandblom to paint Santa Claus for the company's Christmas ads. Inspired by 1823 poem A Visit from St. Nicholas, the artist created the warm, jolly character we all know today, complete with the rosy cheeks, a white beard, and twinkly eyes. Interesting about that as well, years ago, I used to work at Coca-Cola. And we got learnt that Santa Claus was actually green suit, but they obviously gave him a red suit to go with their brand of Coca-Cola being red. Crazy, right? That Coke made the image of Santa so famous. What was the best-selling Christmas song of all time? That's a big call. I know all of you people out there probably thought it was Mariah. But no, it was Bing Crosby's classic song, White Christmas. And it's not only the best-selling Christmas song, but it's the best-selling single of all time. There you go. Boom. Spilling tequila. 2 facts I did not know there. Double whammy. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, it is a good song, to be fair. I'm gonna have to take Grace to karaoke because we've never done Christmas theme before. And I will do this song. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. And then, sorry guys, you don't understand. This is the first time I've ever done the podcast solo. You got my solo, and it's just so different because it feels like you're talking to yourself. At one point, I was like, "Am I crazy?" But then I forgot that I'm like speaking to you guys from all around the world. Hello, listeners. I see you. I hear you. Yeah, that was my last fact. I just wanted to say, you know, we have, as we've discussed in previous episodes, we have a lot of listeners in America and Europe and Brazil now. So hello to everyone out there. Thank you for tuning in every week. If you're enjoying it, please spread the love, sharing this podcast to your friends. Oh my God, I sound like one of those YouTube people. Please subscribe here and click here. Like, it's actually mental. Anyway, so Christmas in Australia is just so obviously different to America and probably like the rest of the world because it doesn't snow here. It's it was 43 degrees 2 days ago. It's very hot in Australia, and you wake up early in the morning, you open your presents. If you have a pool, you probably go for a swim straight away at like after you've opened your presents at 7 o'clock in the morning with a new board shorts, a new towel that you got, because Christmas Day is always a really, really hot day. Late 30s, 40 degrees. So yeah, you swim. If you don't have a pool, you probably go to the beach. And if you don't go to the beach, you go to a friend's house that has a pool. But yeah, that's how I remember Christmas. Like at home, going to someone's house. It's always going somewhere with water because it's always hot on Christmas Day. And you have a lot of food. You have, it's very seafoody. So and cold salads and stuff makes sense because it's so hot. We do have ham. Ham is a big one here. And one thing, let me tell you, that ham that you eat at Christmas, I just want to know, can you get ham or Christmas ham the same like that? That's like that big leg thing and it's cut in chunks. Can you get that like all year round in Australia? I really want to know because if it is, I'll be buying that, making bloody ham sandwiches of Christmas ham all the time. It's lovely. Oh, what happened to my accent then? The bogan is coming out. But yeah, so Christmas in Australia is different. You basically just swim all day, then go back to eating, swim all day, go back to eating, play with like the presents that you got. But then my favorite bit is when you, like everyone kind of like goes into different rooms, people in the backyard, people swimming, the women in the kitchen. Well, not because they're in the kitchen, but like I'm just thinking of my mum and her friends. That sounded wrong then. You guys know what I mean. People in the kitchen, because my mum would be cooking everything. But yeah, Christmas in Australia is different to the rest of the world because it just doesn't snow. We don't have chimneys really. And sorry, that's what I was getting at. The best bit is when you watch a movie during the day. Someone's got a Christmas movie on or they got a present of a movie. And then you just watch it and you either watch it and you're really into it and relax and full, or you have a nana nap. And I love a nana nap because then you like doze off for like 1 or 2 hours and then wake up and then it's like, more food, dinner's ready soon. You're like, yes! Like, oh, let me have a margarita and tequila now while I eat dinner. So yeah, that's basically Christmas Day. And then Boxing Day is obviously the next day, which is also big in Australia because I always remember it as being a very hot day, but you don't really go to the beach on Boxing Day. You usually go to the cinemas because all the big blockbuster films come out on Boxing Day. Well, they used to anyway. And so yeah, you'd have money, you've got vouchers for Christmas, so you just want to go spend it. And yeah, you'd go to the cinemas. That's an Australian Christmas for me. But anyway, I'll let you guys go. This is just a bonus episode. I just realized I've been talking for so long and I'm talking with no one. But thank you so much for tuning in. Now, please tune in next week because we have a very special guest next Tuesday coming on the show with Grace and I. Grace will be back from Bermuda on her vacay. And we have a special guest. We are interviewing someone that maybe has something in common with Harry Potter. That's the only clue that I can give you. But we will talk to you before Christmas and wish you all Christmas. But let me say to everyone now, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Please be safe, love your family, love your friends, and live every day as if it was your last. My name's Sonny-Joe. Thank you for listening to Spiel of Tequila, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.